Certified organic could be the next big moneymaker for cannabis farmers in California. Dispensary workers in Illinois voted union. And are banks backing away from the industry? It's Monday, June 29th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up today, California's new organic certification plan may help cannabis farmers' bottom line. A plan to roll out a novel organic cannabis certification in California could generate more business opportunities for brands looking to differentiate themselves by charging health-conscious consumers a premium for their products. With cannabis still illegal under federal law, businesses cannot call products organic under the U.S. Department of Agriculture's certification program. The California Department of Food and Agriculture is required to establish a certification program for cannabis that is comparable to the National Organic Program and the California Organic Food and Farming Act by January 1st, 2021. The statewide certification, dubbed the OCal Program, will be implemented by the CDFA. Under the proposed California regulations, growers can't deem their cannabis as explicitly organic, but can apply the OCal seal if they adhere to the rules, including proper use of approved pesticides and fertilizers. A state-based program will probably instill more confidence, said Kristen Novato, chair and founder of the International Cannabis Farmers Association, which is based in California. The term organic carries a lot of weight with consumers who are willing to spend a premium for those products. It's recognizable, Novato added, and the branding opportunities are readily apparent. Novato went on to explain, the term is so translatable to the consumer, they're already well trained in what to expect.
Next, more news from Cresco Labs as their dispensary workers in the Chicago area vote to unionize. Employees at Cresco Labs' Illinois dispensary in Lakeview have voted to unionize in one of the industry's first unionization votes since the coronavirus pandemic. Workers voted 16-4 to be represented by the United Food and Commercial Workers Local 881, according to Moises Zavala, the local's organizing director. Cresco, a multi-state operator based in Chicago, employs about 40 people at the Chicago suburban outlet. In January, employees at Cresco's cultivation facility in Joliet became the first cannabis workers in the new adult use state market to unionize by a margin of 58-32. Zavala said the union will initiate contract negotiations after the National Labor Relations Board certifies the vote.
Lastly today, a new report shows the number of banks reporting cannabis businesses as clients has declined. Why could that be? The number of banks and credit unions servicing cannabis businesses dipped in the last fiscal year, according to new federal data. That said, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network is no longer counting financial institutions that work with hemp-only companies since the crop was federally legalized, making the overall decline seem more pronounced compared to past quarters. In the quarter ending in March 2020, there were 710 banks and credit unions, we assure you that number is purely coincidence, that reported servicing cannabis businesses, according to the update that FinCEN published this week. The previous quarter's data showed 739 instances of financial institutions working with the industry as of December 2019. In both of those reports, analysts identified instances where banks were filing suspicious activity reports, or SARs, for companies that only dealt with legal hemp and excluded them from the updates. Some in the industry expected to see a sizable spike in the number of banks that work with cannabis firms after the House of Representatives passed a bill last year that would protect financial institutions from being penalized for doing so by federal regulators. Even though the legislation has stalled in the Senate and has not been enacted into law, the bipartisan margin of support it got in the House has been seen as a signal that formal federal changes are likely on the way.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more stories like the ones you just heard, join the cannabis community at trichomes.com.
And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps others find the show. You can also keep up with Trichomes on all social media platforms and the Trichomes YouTube channel. For trichomes.com, I'm David Fortin.
And I'm Allison Ben Yehuda. Take care and come back again tomorrow.